Okay. Oh, because the last time I unmuted it, it went away. Okay, can you all hear?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. This is Barbara.
Thank you. Oh, internet is unstable.
It's unstable.
Thank you, Barbara, for the feedback. Okay, so we're gonna do the best that we can. This is our first time. We usually have a really good time with the with the online, but we're gonna keep on going and questions. We are called to attention at 6:35 because we do not yet have a quorum. So that we can't call the meeting to attention, but we are, I'm sorry, to order, but we are at attention as of 6:35. We're gonna go on into our introductions because we are better together and it's better. We always talk about how, you know, okay, so we're Tina's running for the Calvary. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and do introductions. Enough people have been here and know what this is about, so I'm not gonna re-explain what this is. Yeah. My name is Debbie. I'm the chair of this committee along with Tina. I am performing artist by trade and also have taken a foray into visual arts as a photographic artist. I'm here because I'm not a full-time professional artist. Found out about a year with the board one time, and once I came to a meeting, I realized how much how important it is to us. Not just what's it doing? Oh, on the other part. It's like a, okay. And there's nothing. Hopefully it's let us. But once I came to a meeting, I just realized that this is the other side of the coin for artists, the connection with each other, with resources, with the city, with the powers that be. All of it's one of the missing pieces that a lot of us artists are not. Some of us never get connected to. So when I found out about it, I jumped in both feet, both for myself and also for my fellow artists, because I thought that it was very, very important to get the word out about this important resource for us in terms of it being a resource for us and us being a resource for it and for each other. That's what the community board is. We're connectors. So that's me. That's why I'm here, and I am going to ask John McGregor.
And looking forward to seeing what you guys do here, being part of this community. And look forward to speaking with you guys further.
Thank you.
February 20th, 21st, 22nd of next year. And that's not this.
Very good. Both in Central and West Harlem, called Harlem Advocates for Seniors. We do a variety of things with a focus on older adults. Our focus is to really engage, support, and help older adults to live a better quality of life, as well as to engage them in opportunities to reduce isolation and promote social engagement, and also to bring them joy, fun, and laughter, which so many of our older adults want to do. I'm here also representing a new entity called the West Harlem Older Adult Alliance, which is an older adult alliance of 14 different organizations, primarily in the CB9 area. And we came together several years ago as a coalition, and we just became a 501c3 probably about 8 months ago. And we have sponsored and supported older adults in the CB9 community in a variety of ways with our focus on providing, culturally diverse programming and bringing, again, the whole issue of joy and culture to older adults. As someone who's been in the business for a long time, one of the things that we found ourselves doing is that, we do a lot of workshops, do a lot of education, information stuff, give them some refreshments, and then we have somebody comes and present, right, which is important, because they need to have the information to make informed decisions. But we also realize after years of working with older adults, they really want to have fun, they want to go places, they want to do things, but they don't oftentimes have the resources to do that. So we've been able to, over the years, sponsor, we've taken 300 older adults to see the Lion King.
Co-chair of the Arts and Culture Committee, MCB9. The Arts and Culture Committee is and if possible, even work with different organizations to help them bring to fruition if there are anything that they're going to do in the realm of arts and culture. We have a variety of different subcommittees, and we have, we're going to go forward with our agenda for the remainder of the year. Our year is from September to June. We're going to get a conference within that time. Why I joined the rules requirement at the time, which just happened to happen again. I had felt like I needed to do something other than sitting and home. So I want to do some active in my community, take a role, I'm here for our journey community, and I am an arts enthusiast, I'm a former actress, wasn't good at all. But I absolutely, but what I do, I'm a patron, everybody needs me. And with that, I will toss to Gwendolyn.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? I hope you had a great summer.
Good evening.
I am Gwendolyn Kings.
You
I am-
froze. We
Oh, I
better stick
froze?
in the room for now.
Can you hear me though? Can you hear me? No, she.
Yes, we can hear you, Gwendolyn.
Okay, I am Gwendolyn Kingsbury. I'm the Director of Community Engagement and Arts Education at Dance Theater Harlem. And I am looking to collaborate great things with someone in the room at DTH. We have a variety of community engagement programs, including open classes and Sunday matinees, and I'm hoping to see you. If you can't come perform at one, you can come and take part and support your fellow artistic folks. So I will pass it to Martin.
Gwendolyn. Hold on. Let me move this.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Martin.
Hold
Cohen.
on 1 second, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Can you all hear? I'm not sure what to do because for some reason, just those of you who are online, the Zoom keeps cutting in and out. And it completely is disappearing.
I have you on my personal laptop, but you are completely going away. I don't even know if you can hear me. Yeah, can you guys hear me? If you
Yes.
can, please shake your head. Okay,
can
so
hear you.
Gwendolyn can hear on my laptop,
I can hear you as
but
well.
I'm not sure how we should, I think we're gonna have to just do the introductions in the room.
And when do we speak? And
progress.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just do the intros in the room, because unfortunately, yeah, let's just, or we might even have to just, I think
Okay,
perhaps we might have to just skip over it.
just one, for anyone that's, on the Zoom platform, can you hear me? Please nod if you can hear me.
Barely.
Look.
Yeah,
just-
I can hear you.
You can't, so you can't hear.
They can hear through here. Look on my laptop,
So,
because they
okay,
can't
so
hear
you can
you.
hear.
Yes.
Yes, we
Please
can hear. We can hear.
organization's
I can hear.
information in the chat. Your name, your email address, your telephone number, and your role in that organization. And we apologize for the technical difficulties that we're having. But as long as you can hear, we'll proceed. Okay, thank you.
progress.
It just keeps going in and out. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that muted and I'm gonna let you listen on my laptop. Okay, thank you. I grew those flowers. All right, let's, if we could quickly just, we're gonna do in the room and then we're gonna go ahead because this is getting very chaotic.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christina Lopez. I'm born and raised in the area, new to the community board this year. I'm supporting arts and culture and landmarks. My background is as a visual artist. I have to be prouder of saying that I'm a writer. I'm an incoming bundles community scholar at Columbia, where I promised I was gonna write my book. So we'll work on the memoir. I showed up to the community board because of housing issues in our area. That's what I'm currently super passionate about.
Progress.
And using all of my skills to keep Harlem the way we know Harlem now, even better.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Priscilla Estrella, and I am an outreach assistant for Every Voice Choirs. And I'm still a singer. I graduated from Lincoln College of Music about a year ago. And I'm here to represent MCB, but also to hear about all the things the community has to offer.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Renardo Tomiko Craze. I am the founder and artistic director of Visions Contemporary Ballet. I'm here to make connections and to let everyone know that Visions is somewhere where people can come and enjoy live entertainment on an annual basis right here in our community, here in Harlem. Our work is excellent, it's passionate, and it's cutting edge.
Recording in progress.
It's important for us to bring uplifting stories about, you know, us, people who reside in this community to life. And that's what I do every year with my contemporary ballet company Visions. And I went to Juilliard, I'm a product of Juilliard, and graduated from Cal Arts in California.
Hi, because I'm next. I'm Barbara Grant, and I have a small company called Black American Dance Heritage. Since February of this year, I became VP of Harlem Swings. So my passion is to bring Lindy Hop partner dance to Harlem. I bring it. It never left, but it's not as vibrant as Lily Bopping or Chicago Stepping and all those other things, couple dances that came out of Lindy. But right now, I'm challenged to really get it back into the public schools. Have some success, and I joined the CB9 because I needed to know where's the. Really anchor this dance, because our elders, Frankie Manning, Norman Miller, left us a mandate to make sure we keep it alive and proper. So that's why we are swings. we go from 0 to, who's our oldest? About 93, 94 in the community, and we create intergenerational gatherings, or we bring the elders to the students. Bring students to the elders.
If anybody just signed on, we apologize. We are having some very weird issues with the internet. The Zoom call keeps disappearing. Basically, you guys keep disappearing, which is why I'm also signed on my personal laptop. Sometime we can hear you, sometime we can't. We hope you can hear us. But we're just gonna move ahead. Fairy Godmother, would you please let us know who you are, where you're from? First meeting, Aquanetta, Fairy Godmother, President of Fairy Godmothers. I can't see the rest. I can't see the rest. Do you wanna tell us the rest, Fairy Godmother?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, we can hear you.
Oh, hi, I can hear and see you guys now. It's perfect, which is pretty interesting. Yay! Everything is aligned, great. So I am I'm a Harlemite. I moved out to upstate New York. Uh-oh,
Go ahead.
gone again? No, we okay?
Go ahead. We'll just.
So I'm the president of a MWBE certified business that with New York State and major event production, marketing, art, and video production. I'm responsible really for making history of being the only person to be an activist and also be responsible for bringing the West Point band to community, as well as Grammy winners, Grammy nominees. I've been doing production for like, oh my God, over 30 years probably. But after COVID, I came home, took care of my mom, and now I'm redirecting away from what I used to do with the live concerts, although I would like to produce my last big concert right here in Harlem. That would be my goal because this is home for me. I'm back here, and I would like that last hurrah to be in my community. But right now, I actually work with young adults from literally around the world, particularly in this country, to do mentor and training on things like art and marketing, and basically passing along my 50 years of experience in the business and helping people, particularly women, get started in business. Right now, we actually are working on a virtual reality world. So I have two that we built. One is a old school roller rink. It has everything, including a veteran art gallery, because my spouse is a disabled veteran. And we're forgetting about women and our contribution to the military. So I'm trying to actually make sure we keep that memory alive. So yeah, if anybody's interested in what a virtual reality world looks like, you have my email address, my phone number. I'd love to be able to set up something to take you for a tour to actually get the experience. And guess what? If you ever want to have a meeting in virtual reality, I can make that happen as well.
Thank
Where are you
you.
located?
Where am I? I'm on Hamilton Terrace.
That's where the visual studio is?
And no, virtual reality.
Where the virtual reality studio is?
It's actually online. Virtual, you know, the headsets that you see people walking around with the headsets? Right, but you don't actually need to have those. That's if you really want to be totally immersed. You actually can go into virtual. I could take you in there right now. You just really just need to have a computer with internet. That's all you have to have. Other than that, you don't have to have the headset. But virtual reality is accessible anywhere in the world. No limitations on walking and nothing. You can go and visit and roller skate and literally be in a wheelchair.
Sounds great.
Got it. Wow.
Do you have a soft copy of a flyer for your virtual reality Work.
Well, the virtual world, okay. So, yeah, if you send me an email, I'll be sure to send you. I'm very busy on the platform, Blue Sky, if you guys are familiar with that. So there's a lot of information on Blue Sky about what we do and stuff. But if you want a specific flyer, that is, geared towards, veterans or neurodivergents, we also spotlight that as well. One of my managers, she's a full-time caregiver for autism. So we pay special attention to autism, ADHD, any type of neurodivergence is kind of our thing, as well as taking care of our veterans. Like I said, I'm married to a vet. So that's a very important piece of what we do. But if you need any information, please email me.
Thank you very much. Lena.
That was really inspiring, Godmother. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Lena. I'm the director of the Institute at the Jose Limon Dance Foundation, which is actually housed inside of the Dance Theater of Harlem space. Hey, Gwendolyn. I was just collabing with Rachel a little bit. We were just kind of trying to discover a little bit more of what everybody does and how we can help each other out, all under the same house. My job is largely related to dance education and dance training, and perpetuating the legacy of Jose Limon, who's one of the modern dance pioneers. Just today, we had about 100 kids coming in to watch the first company, the Limon Dance Company, prepare for some of their upcoming tours and shows, which will be at the Joyce in a couple next week, actually. And so it's an exciting time. We had a really engaged audience in these young dancers, some of which were from UASPA, Urban Assembly School of the Performing Arts, which is MCB9 as well, of course, too. We do free classes in the parks. I tried some seated classes in the parks, free classes in the DOE as well. We train pre-professional and professional dancers.
Hey, Lena, I don't mean to interrupt you. You're gonna have a presentation.
Yes.
So yeah, this is just a quick intro of just who you are.
That's me.
Sorry to interrupt you. But welcome. We're happy to have you here. And again, I love to see you. Who else do we have? Walter.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Walter T. Alexander. I'm a member of this committee, a little bit under the weather today. I'm usually there. I've been on the board since 2018. I'm also the co-chair of the Senior Action Committee, which meets tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I live in Harlem for just about all my life. Been involved in arts in Harlem. I'm a patron of arts in Harlem, and I'm also one of the members of the distribution committee, where we send out anything that you have coming up. So the two people that spoke, I hope that can you please put your email in our chat so we can add you to our list. And so if you have something coming up, you can present, and if we have something in the community, you'll be notified. Thank you all.
Excuse me, Walter is adding his name and my name, my email address. If you have any type of information that you want disseminated to our distribution list, please send it to both of us.
Okay, and Makeba? Okay, Walter. I'm sorry. Well, there we go.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to unmute my mic. Hello, everybody. My name is Makeba. I'm an artist. I'm a teaching artist, and I'm also the program associate for African Voices Literary Magazine. And I'm just really happy to be here. And thank you for doing this and supporting us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And who is last but not least, Martin Collins.
Martin Collins, Sub 10 Arts Row Coordinator at the Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance.
Thank you, Martin. All right, so We have, how many board members now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Forgot someone.
Barbara Jones. Hi, Barbara.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
Hi
I'm
there.
I'm Barbara Jones with the premier nonprofit organization, the Harlem Swing Dance Society, and we promote and protect Lindy Hop culture. We do this by various means, mostly by collaborating with people in the area of Harlem. And this is in order to revitalize and stabilize this rich, famous culture in the area for the future. Thank you.
Turning off and turning back on in the
We're
background,
happy to
so we will move ahead to see. Welcome. Okay, and I think we are a 50-member board. We are volunteers who compete. That is all we, you guys are. Every time you hear recording in progress, that's the Zoom turning back on in the background. So we will move ahead. So announcements, who we are, what we do. Tina, we are a 50-member board. We are volunteers. Okay, that's me. This is unbelievable. Catch up. Yeah, so, anyway. I'm gonna. So now it's muted and I'm getting feedback. This is weird. So we are a 50-member group who are the representatives of our community to the elected officials. We again are connectors. That's what we do. We don't have money, but we have resources. We have a wealth of resources, whether that be each other, whether that be government, all of that, all the good work that we are so happy and proud of the good work that they are doing. But that committee, that organization came from a resolution that came out of this committee that we crafted, and that there was a need. And this, when the pandemic happened, there were a lot of funds coming down for arts programming going to organizations that already existed. We didn't, and there was Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance. It's muted and it's still doing this. Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance, which, you know, does great work, but they are Northern Manhattan. There was Harlem Arts Alliance, which is sort of has a wide girth, just like Northern Manhattan, but they are basically based in Central Harlem. There was nothing for specific to West Harlem, and we saw a need. We wrote a resolution, and out of that resolution came the West Harlem Arts Alliance. So things like that, support and support resources and connection is what we do. The committee, we do have an artist information who is actually going to be up next, but if you want. In progress. But this is insane. If you want any of your events or announcements to be sent out to the community, please forward to tlumley@hotmail.com and also xalex111@gmail.com. That is Walter Alexander and Tina Lumley, who are our liaisons for our artist information. Okay, so we are going to go on into committee reports. Hi. Are you one of our new members by any chance? What's your name?
Yeah.
Cam?
Yeah, I didn't sign up or anything. I just showed up.
Oh, well, welcome. Okay, I don't see you on our, are you a new member of the community board?
No, I'm just like a community member.
Oh, okay, welcome, welcome. And there's a sign-in list over there when you get a chance. So we're gonna go on into our committee reports and our first information. Walter? Walter? I haven't been around, I don't know. Okay, so.
This thing is, I'm here.
Yeah, we'll
This
skip
is,
that.
this is, I'm
And
here,
is
I'm here.
Walter, are you there for
I'm
artists?
here, yes. Can you hear me?
Walter's not.
Can you hear me? I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me? I'm
Yes.
saying, I see, I'm unmuted.
Yes. We hear you.
Okay, I'm going. All right, so I sent out 29 distributions to folks. I'm not at my computer, so I can't tell you who's active and who's not, but it's like the last 6 or 7 of them. If you've got them, if you're on the list, you should know what's happening. I know I saw some from West Harlem Arts Alliance and Harlem Arts Alliance. So if you're on the list, check your list to see there's some things that are still active. I'm sorry, I don't have an exact count on what's active and what's not, and I'll be better with it next month. Again, I got thrown off for a second. So Lena and the fairy godmother lady, can you put your email addresses back in the chat because I lost them. And the sound is going in and out. So I just want to let you know.
Okay, we're gonna skip past this. Hamilton Palace, Walter, you can give us an update next month. Unless there's something important, then please send us an email out to the committee. We're gonna go to strategic planning. Christina.
The call there being a strategic planning.
Okay.
No updates.
Okay. It's okay, Walter. We're moving on. Yes, we need to move on. We got a long meeting. We have a long meeting. We need to move on. Walter. Was there anything new for Hamilton Palace?
No, no update. I sent the email out to the folks that we met in July. I did not get a response. So hopefully by next month I get some contact from them because I like to find out what's going on. I'm sorry, I can't hear what's going on. It's going in and out. Did someone say something? Okay, you're frozen. Now it's frozen. So I don't know if you're even hearing me. By next month, I get some contact from them because I like to find out. Whoever's speaking, I can't hear them.
Okay, thank you very much. We are all struggling. West Harlem Arts.
He's not talking delayed.
Oh, he already said it. Okay. So Harlem Arts Alliance, the only update is the meeting. Hold on, is the next meeting, which will be Friday, October 31st, 10 a.m. at Harlem Arts. It will be the Harlem Arts Alliance Town Hall meeting. It's Friday, October 31st, 10 a.m. at Harlem School of the Arts. The art crawl. Do we have any information or updates for the art crawl? Table? Okay. Arts for Youth.
I would confirm, Christina, John, and Barbara Grant. Barbara Grant, sorry, I saw Barbara there, and that you're still going to be members of that. Okay, if you're just you doing that, all right, then I will take you off. Okay, so that's there's going to give us no update. And Ilana, you're going to be part of that as well. Okay, arts for seniors.
Yeah, so Milton Justice, Alexander, Beta, and I met
Recording in progress.
to chat about the subcommittee and what we wanted to bring together. Now that I've been in touch with William, we are gonna regroup and think about how we can work with William's groups. But basically, the main thing that we want to go forward with is an oral history project in senior stories. And this is like multifunctional, so a lot of things could happen with this, and we just have to whittle it down. So there would be the project of getting stories, show basic stories, and maybe working on some type of documentary or something like that. One other note that came from this subcommittee in terms of who we would highlight, immigrant stories came up as an interest. But I think this also signaled as we as yeah, people with history. Yeah, Alexander mentioned like the history of Dominican hair salons too in the area and things like that.
Sounds good.
That's our update.
I'm getting ready.
Exchanged information.
Now this internet is unstable.
I think we're up to North Manhattan Arts Line, but I don't know if.
Martin, is Martin still here?
I don't see him.
Let me see. Yeah, I think Martin had to go. Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance. He must have had to go. Okay. Okay. So we'll move on to our presentations, and our first presentation is Renardo D'Amico Grace.
Sure.
Morning. Get everybody focused. Because business contemporary ballet is for you. This year we're returning back to the Riverside Theater. The Riverside Theater is located inside the Riverside Church. If you guys aren't familiar, it's the huge steeple that you can see when you're flying in, right over here on 122nd Street in Claremont Avenue. That's the Riverside Theater. Idea. Just to give you a Riverside Theater, this November 14th, 15th, and 16th. Based, ethnically diverse company that celebrates contemporary dance rooted in the Black experience. We'll be presenting a show called Grace and Dignity. It's uplifting, thought-provoking ballets with the theme of honor and respect. I'm the choreographer, Renardo D'Amico Grace, and the company is composed of dancers getting their start performing professionally. So this is a professional dance company. A lot of our dancers come from the BFA program at Fordham University, Alvin Ailey, schools like Marymount Manhattan College, Purchase, just to name a few. So they are very versed in the skill of dance, just to give you an idea of the level. Now, the work is very uplifting, spiritually uplifting, and it's rooted in the Black experience. So I encourage you guys to come out experience visions, but most of all, really tell people about, especially young people, older people. I'm interested in working with anybody who has a group that probably, maybe can't afford tickets that want to come. I can work with you on that. If you're an organization that gets grants and things to take groups to shows like Broadway shows, or your church helps support your members or any groups or ministries in the church to go to Broadway, you shouldn't be trying to come see Visions for free. You should be trying to use that opportunity to uplift what Visions is trying to do and put those funds back into the experience so they can circulate. You get what I'm saying? So we want Visions Contemporary Ballet to be a Harlem-based company that's known for bringing the arts to Harlem and known for having its community engage in arts programming right here in Harlem. My goal is also to give young people the opportunity to perform on a level that they should be performing. I went to school with Anna Glass. She's the director of Dance Theater Harlem. Robert Battle, he used to direct Haley. So this is who you have right here in Harlem, right here in your community, doing artistically excellent work. So we want to uplift Harlem and keep Harlem known as some place where people go to see great art, great arts, good stuff that's embedded in the community. So the tickets are only $25 and $30. Yeah. So here are some copies. And and that's really it. Here's some copies. Thank you. I want you guys to pass these around.
Please leave a stack, please leave a stack up there.
Okay, I'll leave
All the
that up
meetings
there.
come through here.
Absolutely. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get some flyers printed up. The smaller ones, these are just rushed and got printed today because I'm in the midst of actually creating our marketing stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Okay,
Can he share his number?
You guys.
This is Gwen from Dance Theater Harlem. Can Ronaldo share his phone number?
My phone number. How do you want to do? So what you? Okay.
because she's Dance Theater of Harlem. And she would like.
Who is that?
That's Dance Theater of Harlem.
So-
You might not want to get it, because this is gonna be
So
on.
I can be reached at renardomiko@hotmail.com, which is RANARDOMEICO@hotmail.com. Or you can always find me at visionscontemporary.com.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Was that Rachel?
Okay. That was Gwendolyn
Oh, Gwendolyn.
Kingsbury.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
That was Visions Contemporary Dance.
Ballet. Contemporary ballet. You might want to change it on
Okay,
the thing there. Scratch out dance and write ballet because there is a Visions dance company.
Okay.
Which is not us.
thank you for that.
Thank you.
And so we're moving on to African Voices Real Sisters, Makiba Hall Wilson.
Hi, everybody. Hi again.
Hi.
So, once again, my name is Makiba. I'm the Program Associate for African Voices. So, African Voices is a magazine, and our mission is to present culturally diverse stories by artists of colors in the areas of literature, visual arts.
Wait a minute. Let me put you back on mine.
Uh-oh. Um, okay.
Makiba, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, because if the Wi-Fi, if it's being annoying here, it's definitely gonna be annoying here. Hi, Makiba, give us 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Let me, when I click the Wi-Fi thing,
It won't let
it's
it.
not loading, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know. It is.
The link is in the calendar, right? If I can.
You know what, let's just go ahead, but right now, you can try to sign on, but yeah, we don't want the meeting to just fall.
Follow,
So,
yeah.
yeah, so if you can maybe,
Connected there,
yeah,
and then we can go, yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
Okay,
Let me just get up.
so, okay, so we're gonna go ahead. If everybody could please take your seats. Makiba, we apologize for the interruption, trying to get this Wi-Fi together. If everybody could please draw your minds in, please, so we can get back to the meeting. Thank you. Makiba, go ahead.
Hi, so today I'm representing African Voices Literary Magazine. Our mission is to present culturally diverse stories by artists of color in areas of visual arts, media, and literature. So we've been around for 33 years, and in our 33 years of existence, we have published over 4,000 writers and visual artists, and we've presented to over 7,000 cultural arts programs. We are also the
Can you hear us?
organizers. Can you hear me?
Oh, no, she can hear us.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
We can hear you, but you're going in and out, and it's a
Oh,
long delay.
I'll try to see if slowing down helps. Um,
I'm not sure
I
if
don't
it is.
know.
Hold on. Hold on. Well, I see you're moving. Let's try it.
Okay.
Okay.
So today I'm representing African Voices Literary Magazine, and our mission is to present culturally diverse stories by and from artists of colors in the areas of literature, of course, visual art, and media. In our 33 years of existence, we have published over 4,270 writers and visual artists, and we've presented at over 7,000 cultural arts programs. We are also the organizers and sponsors of Real Sisters of the Diaspora, which is committed to supporting and uplifting the voices of women of color in the film industry, directors and filmmakers. Um, we have about 6,500 annual readers, and we reach about 5,000 people through community engagement events. And some exciting things that we have coming up is this Wednesday, actually. So in 2 days, we're honoring a member of our community, Mutefa Angaza, who is an organizer, a filmmaker, and a author. And sadly, she
Makiba, if
passed
you can hear
away
us, we
last
lost you
year.
again. We lost you again. Let's. Oh, here she is. Okay.
Hi, Makiba,
Hi.
and we got some
Wi-Fi. Okay.
I can hear her fine. I hear her fine. So I don't know, maybe it's something there, but I hear her very well. Not, and it's not breaking up.
Yes, because you're
Yes,
both online
we're
together.
both online together.
Yeah, me either, no problems with hearing her.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Should I start from the top or just continue where I left off?
You can continue where you left off.
Okay. So we have some exciting things coming up, or some meaningful things coming up for African Voices. We had a community member pass away last year, Motefa Ngaza, and she is a writer, an organizer, and a filmmaker. And she was very embedded in our community. So we're having a remembrance for her Wednesday, October 8th at Riverside Theater. And we're going to be screening the documentary her and her son made together called In Our Heads About Our Hair. And that's a free event that the public is welcome to attend. We also have coming up the Real Sisters, which is the media aspect of African Voices. On October 22nd, we're honoring one of our filmmakers, Samantha Knowles, at BAM. And this award is the Trailblazer Award for her film Harlem Ice. And we are also we just closed submissions for a micro budget in order to award one or two lucky filmmakers $5,000 in order to fund their next project to actually put their film out there, because it's really hard for women of color filmmakers to get their feet in the door sometimes and get that funding. So I know we don't have that much time. That's a little bit about us. We're just happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. We're so sorry for
It's okay.
the issues with the Wi-Fi.
If you want the community to attend the documentary and the commemoration for your former staff member, please send.
The volume's a bit low. Can you repeat that, please? I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you could just, it's up as far as it'll go.
Makiba, if you want to disseminate the information regarding the documentary and the commemoration for your former staff member, please send a soft copy of the information along with anything else you would want to attract people to come to both myself and to Walter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Jose Limon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Lena, hi.
Finally, yay!
I'm going to talk as fast as I can. No, just kidding. I'm here to talk about one of our dance education programs called Limon for Kids. It happens during the school day in the DOE, predominantly in CB9. And residencies are completely bespoke. They can happen over the course of a week, or the course of, is the case at PS 125, over the course of hopefully 6 months or so, depending. We are definitely going to be in 8 schools this year, maybe more. The entire intent is to just share the joy of dance with young people from pre-K to 12th grade. We are welcoming back another school that we've had in the CB9 for quite a few years. I think there was just some personnel crossover, and they're coming back to us this year, which is really great too. There's 4 elements to Limon for Kids. The dancers, I don't call them students, I call them dancers, will have access to Jose's story and relevance to his life as a Mexican immigrant fleeing Mexico during the revolution. Moving eventually to Los Angeles to study visual art. He ended up in New York, watched a dance concert, and that changed the course of his life forever. So those kids get to hear a lot about his life, and they're exposed to his movement principles, which are the basis of all modern dance, pretty much. We always use one focus of choreography each year. This year it's called a choreographic offering, which was an homage to his dance mother, Doris Humphrey, who he also credits to his technique and approach to movement. So they'll learn snippets of that, and then kind of the most exciting part of the program for the kids is that they take those elements of the principles and inspiration for the repertory, whether it's concepts and or movement material, and create their own what we call mini composition. So they're getting to practice their own voice and do that collaboratively. We'll mostly don't really do shares as a culminating experience. Oftentimes it's just maybe the next period of kids coming in to the classroom, studio, whatever it may be, to share out what they've done. But we are thinking, our artistic director is thinking about including some of the kids in our gala late April this year, which in the past has been pretty exciting for them to be a part of. Can you maybe say that a little louder?
It's a month that the children have an opportunity, your dance students have an opportunity to perform.
If they perform, it will be at our gala in late April.
It's nothing that transpires at the school. Where do they're practicing? Where's the performance?
It's very informal. It's more of a share. They don't generally have like a stage performance as a culminating event. It's usually just a share between maybe as like the period switch for the day between periods, things like that. We'll invite administrators and teachers, other students into the room.
You think they would be interested in having a performance
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a tough time hearing you.
peers and family?
I think so. Yeah, from what I think I heard you say, I think there would be interest in that. It would just have to be for maybe the longer residencies. Some are shorter than others.
Okay, what would be a good month for that?
In the spring, April, May.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lena. Thank you so much. Okay, were there any questions for Jose Limon Dance Foundation? Okay, thank you. Then we will move on to William Hamer.
Okay, so let me just, so I'm here this evening representing the West Harlem Older Adult Alliance, which is a new group that was formulated about 8 months ago that emerged out of a coalition of older adult organizations here in CB9. The organization right now is comprised of 14 different organizations, churches, NYCHA complexes, senior residences, and all of the older adult senior centers in CB9 are members of the Alliance. We've been fortunate in that we've been able to get the backing. We emerged out of a relationship with WHDC, which is the West Harlem Development Corporation. We've had their backing for several years now, and this group has done some amazing things to enrich the lives of older adults in CB9. Everything from going to season Lion King, the Social Club, we do an annual barbecue. We've done several events at Harlem School of the Arts. Just this past weekend, we took 150 older adults to experience the Harlem Rocket Boat Tour, which is the new tourist attraction in Uptown Harlem. We've done paint and sips. So our focus is essentially to enrich the lives of older adults. We have the benefit of having the support of WHDC, which has funded a lot of this work. However, that we are now a 501c3 in and of itself, which allows us now to do our own independent fundraising, as well as to complement and augment the support that we get from WHDC, which is our intent. We have the capacity to mobilize hundreds of seniors and older adults. We call them older adults, and we also call them seniors. We are interested in supporting local activities, and your dance group would be a something we can possibly support, either out of the few funds that we have, or we can actually get support from WHDC to mobilize to support these types of events. That's what we do. I'm excited to have met Christina. Christina has already talked about an oral history project, so I guess I know what my job is going to be for the next few months. I said that's an exciting opportunity to, all of our 95% of our older adults live and raised in the West and Central Harlem community. So you're talking about the average age of our constituents is about 75 or older. We have obviously folks who are 55 and 60, but our core group is a much older group. Tremendous history, tremendous professional legacies and personal histories, but also their knowledge about Harlem and their own experiences are tremendous. So I look forward to working with Christina to see what we can do in terms of next steps to kind of bring that to reality. At the same time, to also be a part of what you all are doing, because again, as I'm kind of repeating myself, that, I think it's so important. I mean, I'm an older adult too, right? So I'm speaking from firsthand experience of what it means to be an older adult, aging gracefully, trying to just kind of maximize, all of the things that I have been taught and things that I have taught my children, et cetera. That's what we do, right? And we're also focused and very interested in intergenerational components, right? Our primary location, just for those of you who may want to know, our primary location here in MCB9 has been that big building right there on the corner of 135th Street. We've been functioning in that building for over 10 years now with the Senior Action Committee in that building. Yeah, right, yeah, and that's where we do most of our activities.
3333?
Huh?
3333?
Broadway, yes.
Okay.
We've been there 10 years. We, our funding is directed toward that. We've gotten funding from our local council member, Shauna Brew, who's been a strong supporter of our work. So we've established a footprint that we see ourselves in some ways as a go-to organization for older adults. Because besides what we do in terms of just trying to bring joy and excitement, and we do entitlements and benefits. The organizations within the group, we do everything from entitlements, benefits. We help people with housing issues. We help people with, legacy, succession issues. And we connect it to all of the resources in the community. So our network is pretty wide, based on the experiences that not only I bring to the table, but the experiences of other directors and people who have been doing this work for 25 or 30 years. And so we know the landscape, and so we have the capacity to connect older adults to whatever support and services they need.
Were there any
That's
questions? See hands.
Yeah. So that's my short spiel. I'm open to any questions that you may have, and I'm certainly available as we go forward.
Oh, there were a couple of hands.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you familiar with Morningside?
Absolutely. Morningside Gardens, with Brown Bruno. He's a member of the Alliance. He's a member of our board.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know if any of the older adults in your group are interested in being part of the choir, potentially?
I would think so. These are folks, a lot of them are churchgoers. These are people who have long histories connected to church. As a matter of fact, as part of our group, we have 3 churches that are part of the Alliance, right? So our members are mobilized for our activities and things, and that might be a worth of discussion to see. Yeah.
Everyone's choirs, we have an intergenerational choir available for the community. It's free and it's available for everyone to just be a part of something like that. They could bring their grandchildren or just themselves.
Right.
And we have a bunch of kids ranging from 7 to 99. happy to sing and enjoy.
It's worth a shot,
Yeah, for
and it's
sure.
certainly worth a conversation to do that. Just as a way not anyway, we have worked in the past with, Vi Higginson and the Mama Foundation, in terms of supporting.
Just to piggyback, moving on that oral history, I was fortunate to be a part of the New York Public Library's dance division, Jerome Robbins Dance Division. I interviewed at least two elders in their 90s about their history as it relates to dance. One is like a local neighborhood person who's been giving her own dances for years. Another one, the story's more intense, but it's just, you know, that you mentioned this. And I literally just interviewed them like August and June of this year. So there may be some way that some of the resources that the library has already created may be incorporated in how you formulate your oral history.
Okay, and that's something, you know, we'll coordinate and work with Christina. She'll be the point person on that, I'm sure, but we will collaborate fully with her and map out, you know, how that project will go. I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Mr. Hamer, question for you as far as marketing, outreach, and programming. Are you the contact person?
Yeah, for the Alliance, yeah.
So how do we get in contact?
I'll give you my card.
Could you please say it out loud for the people
Okay,
online and
so-
any, this is also, these are taped, even though this is crazy, if any, hopefully, hopefully people will stick with us for this one. Because there's still so much good information here. But it goes on YouTube, so for people to watch, you know, in posterity, so anybody else that is also trying to contact you or your group, if you wouldn't mind saying it out loud.
So, the name of the group is the West Harlem Older Adult Alliance. The acronym is WHOA, that's capital WHOAA. And my contact information, William Hamer, is 347-698-8878. And I can also be reached by email at williamhamer73@gmail.com. That's William Hamer, one word, 73@gmail.com. Feel free to contact me if you want to have any more information about what we do, and or maybe try to partner and collaborate with some of what we do and some of the work that you do.
And Hamer is Hamer.
That is correct. Yeah,
What
one
is
M.
the best way to
Best way to reach me is, you know, you can text works, you know, and email works. I mean,
Either or.
either or.
No Y in Hamer, just HAMER.
Hamer, Hamer.
And it's on the presentation.
Yeah, all right, of course. And I look forward to working with you all.
Did anyone online have a question? I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you,
Excited about it.
as are we.
Yes, definitely. I'm one of the seniors.
No, she's a dancer. I see her all the time.
Okay.
She dances all the time.
And so moving on to old business, I don't think, did you have any old business?
No, but I do
Okay.
have new business.
Okay,
The CB9 office telephone has been out of service for quite some time. I have a temporary number that I could give you if you're interested. The number is 646 355 3172. Again, 646 355 3172.
and that is for anybody online, if you were not able to hear, that is the CB9 board office temporary number. The phones have been down for a while.
Thank you for that. Our next new business is our district needs. And that is, you know what, we can't even actually, I guess we can discuss it, but we don't have a quorum. So we can't have, it can't be official.
Or you wanted to, we can discuss it.
Yeah, let's discuss for now, and then we can finalize it next month. And this is, in the end, the vote is for the committee members, but everybody else here, community members. We don't have 5. We need 5. Walter, you have to be in person.
Sorry, Alana, Christina,
Me and you.
Alana, Christina, you and I.
That's 4. We need 5.
No,
We need half plus 1.
right. Charlotte and, and, Sante are the only people not here. And so we have more. We only have 7 people on the committee.
We have
We only have 7
1, 2, 3, 4. Who's not on here? Is Tiago on this?
No.
Tiago's not on the committee? Who else is not?
Milton.
Milton went bye-bye?
Milton went bye-bye.
Ah,
Milton is teaching the class.
ah,
And
okay.
then we have a quorum.
Then we have a quorum.
But he'll help.
Okay, then for that matter, we should have called, the meeting could have been called to order when Alana came in at, we'll have to figure out how that is. Well, the meeting's called to order, whether it's at 7:59 or whether it was at 6 something. I'm gonna find out from the, actually, Alana came in 6:44, I think. 6:39, and I will check with the chair to find out what Robert's Rules of Order say about that. Okay, so let's talk about district needs. District needs, this is our district needs statement for our current district needs statement. District needs for everyone online and everyone in the room, it is literally our budget requests to the city and state for what we need in this area. And because we are arts and culture, it is our mandate that we make requests. If we don't need anything, we won't ask for anything. But I know we need some stuff. And so we're happy to have you all in the room. A lot of times when we have this conversation, community members don't really say anything because I guess they're like, we're not on the committee or whatever. But that's not, this is for the community. So especially those of us who have organizations and just community members, you know what the things are that are needed in terms of arts and culture. So let's open the discussion and talk about things that we might ask for. And they can be champagne wishes and caviar dreams. And then we'll also, but we also need to we'll have to bring them down into practicality because in the end, what happens is we're basically not even lightweight, we're competing with all the other things that might be needed, like housing, landmarks, parks,
education,
libraries, all of those things. But I think that there are some things very specific to arts and culture. One of those things being space, like rehearsal and just space for somebody to go in and do anything, whether it's like a black box or just space. Is that agreed? That we need now. There are 2 things that we can request. We can request expense, which is like monies for programming. And then there's capital, which is build a building or something like that. And we are able to request both of those things. one of the things that I love to do is think about it in terms of, say, for instance, Hamilton Theater. That thankfully we didn't get a good update this time because of our internet, and I think Walter said there wasn't anything new, but they are talking now. Hamilton Palace, or used to be Hamilton Theater, is on 146 and Broadway. It is a building. It's been a store. It was used to be a theater back in the Gilded Age. But now it's just a partially landmark building that is sort of up in the air. We've had community forums about what would we like to see in it. One of the major things that we came up with is some sort of art space there, as well as housing, because these developers want housing, and because they want to get the money from housing. One thing that I think is important, though, is that we think about artist housing, but I think it works better if it's a twofer. So, and even a threefer, because if it's artist space plus artist housing, well, could it be artist and senior housing? And then we're able to wrap that in with seniors as well, and not just artists. And that'll get support as well from the senior committee, and it'll give us more possibility of the full board making that one of the board's asks, because we only get a certain amount of asks. We can ask for anything, but then the board all gets together and says, what are our priorities? What are our 25 priorities? And a lot of times, unfortunately, they think that the arts and culture things are the things that are not that important. We get sort of swept off. However, if we partner with, for instance, the seniors or something like that, that will definitely make some of our asks more doable, I believe. So that is one of the things I think housing for, let's say, housing for artists and artist space with housing for artists and seniors. And I think we can make it, I think we can make that one specific to Hamilton Theater, since it is sort of on the table again. And we can ask for funding specifically for that. What do y'all think about that? Yes, oh, maybe so. Yes.
I think that's a great idea. There's a really good example in Brooklyn, the Schumerhorn House. And so that's not even rebuilding the wheel. It's literally just taking a copy and making better the things that needs improvement there.
What is this? I'm not familiar with it.
I think
is that the Actors Fund? One of the Actors Fund houses?
It was the Actors Fund building originally.
Yeah.
I believe it's on Schumerhorn, and it's the Brooklyn Ballet. So
yeah, 57th Street.
What side? 57th Street.
Yeah, 57th Street. Yeah. The Actors
Oh
Fund.
no, that's the Actors. Yeah, so they have studios and things
and housing.
Housing.
Yeah, but it was built specifically for actors and people in the theater
and people with HIV. They made it a twofer.
Right. Exactly. I used to live across the street from that building when that building was
still there too.
Built. Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
But the building, the Schumerhorn building, has a theater and a dance studio, and they house the Brooklyn Ballet.
Okay, so that we'll put that as right now. That's number one. So artist space with housing for artists and seniors.
Yeah,
and we'll word it real pretty for the people, so they and we will also thankfully, luckily, we have Walter Alexander, who is the co-chair for the seniors committee, right here with us. We have our seniors subcommittee. So we can make it, I think we can make it attractive and we can get together so that we can have more support for that. What else do we?
I have another question just in terms of spaces that I don't know if we looked at the space over here, the park, where the art was happening.
Fairy godmother, I see your hand.
Is that, what do you think about that building? Is it a rental? Is it up for
What,
sale?
the building at Montefiore?
Montefiore Park?
You mean that church?
Yeah.
That's somebody's church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's somebody. I don't.
That actually is someone's church.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they still have services there, but that they still own that church, and that's, I'm not sure that space is for sale. If Michael was here, he would know. Michael from West Harlem Arts Alliance, Michael Palmer. But
I think you might have found it.
yeah, let's. But I will ask him about that because I'm not. Have you been inside that space though?
No. I saw the door open at his last event.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Michael about that space because if it is something that is for sale, it might be cheaper than the whole project at the RKO Hamilton Palace, Hamilton Theater. So
and would this be housing built on top of the theater?
yeah. And listen, that's my champagne wish and caviar dream. And that's a thing that the community had asked for. But unfortunately, this whole journey with them started before the pandemic. We even had a community forum. We got together and talked about with the community and talked about what might be needed or wanted there. Then the pandemic happened. Then they fell silent. So we're just now getting back in talks with them. But there's already been a lot of talking, and I think we should definitely put that back on with and specify that housing for artists and seniors there.
Another thing that you might want to consider is after-school programs which have been decimated, art after-school programs for kids, and that way we can also present this jointly with the youth and education folks.
I like it.
That's a great idea.
Arts and after school.
Definitely.
Now, some fairy godmother, you had something?
You have your hand up?
Yes, let me put it down. Okay, so what I wanted to just give sort of as an example, in the city of Newburgh, there's the Newburgh Theater, which is I Love Lucy. That's where they actually did their pilot from that particular theater. So in recent years, what they've changed it to be is a really just unbelievable. So they have a small studio apartment for artists to actually live in. They actually accommodate seniors as well. In addition to that, they also take in disability folks with disabilities. So they have social work folks who are on staff there to work with them. But in terms of the general public, they actually have an art gallery that the priority is for residents, but then they do various other shows throughout the year. And then also down like on the lower level, they actually have art space. So if you live in the building, if you actually a resident in the building, you actually get your own private sort of, I want to use the term cubbyhole, but it's obviously much larger than that. But you get your own sort of space to actually do your craft and your work. So it's the name of the building. I believe there's one in Manhattan, where it started, and then it moved to Newburgh. It's called the Cornerstone is the actual name of the building. So it might be, if nothing else, something to look at, to see. And if you need some help with that, Yeah, and if you need some assistance with getting folks, I was very politically active in that city. And so the fairy godmother is known. So if you need some help, I'll be more than happy to introduce you to the powers that be there.
Thank you.
Question, does programming also
Yes,
cost and needs?
that would be
So
expensive.
one of the things I think that would be really great, especially in arts and culture, is hospitality. And if there's a way that we would be able to do like an ongoing program where folks within the community really understand, you know, what hospitality and hospitality training could be. It's not a job, it's a career.
Arts and culture?
Yes, for the simple fact that when you think about hospitality and how you're welcoming people in, I think it's going to be really key and important, especially when it comes to arts and culture. So I look at tourism. Are you familiar with the tourism readiness program that they actually have? To me, it's a 7-month program that is done by New York City. I used to be NYC Go, but I think they're now NYC Tourism. And they have, it's called the Tourism Readiness Program. But I think that what we really need is hospitality within the community. Because these are not jobs, they're our careers. So if you actually study it, it's still transferable to other careers if you decide that you want to actually change. And so I really do think that, you know, leveling up, you know, all of that within the community and letting people know that this is a career that you could actually really, you know, make some decent money. I think that our workforce in the neighborhood would definitely go up.
So how would we say, so I think you said you started with hospitality, but you said tourism.
Well, I use tourism as an example because they've already created a whole 7-month program out of that. Not hospitality, more on tourism. So when Mr. Hammer talked about taking the tour of the Rocket or whatever, I still think that when it comes to marketing and promotion, because you need to make sure that bodies actually know how to actually get there and how do you welcome them and keep them to these institutions that we actually have. I do think that that's really key and important when it comes to arts and culture. Because we can have these great, amazing events, but if nobody's actually coming to them, then what's the
Yeah,
point?
and I do agree with you that hospitality does support, if at the very least support, and at most really it promotes the cultural part. We'll have to figure out how to say it so that other people will understand how it relates to arts and culture.
Even if we want to do the two first, because I love how you actually said that young people need this. So this is a great way to actually start to let them know that this is a career. You know, I think that there's numerous ways creatively, and I'll think about how to put that together.
Okay.
But
there's also advanced degrees in this and majors in this. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a 3-month or 6-month program, something that you can complete again. Someone will go to the
But
say that again. I think right.
How will we differentiate?
I think that the need really is to expose people that don't know anything about it before they even get to a career. Because there are folks that I didn't really know that I could actually do this. That's actually, as an actor, I put a flower in my hair and I'm actually Billie Holiday, and you're walking the streets that she actually walked, and you're getting a tour of 30 or 40 people, blah, blah, blah. After you finish, you go to your performance, you can start connecting the dots. And I don't think that we're doing a very good job of connecting the dots for people that live here and people that visit here. Because tourism is big business.
And
arts, design, and culture is big business.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think we should.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I like that though. I feel like we could spend an hour talking about it, like forming it, but I like that.
Yeah, I do
So
too.
I'm
I think hospitality is a form that's being so lost today.
Like even tour guides, that sort of thing. And they were trying to make Harlem. I know Harlem One Stop was definitely doing the thing about making Harlem a destination. It's already a destination, but we really don't have any particular we haven't quite made it a thing, a cohesive thing. It's
have
it's
an
just sort of
idea.
spotty. Yes.
A tourist kind of connection in that artist building.
Which
a
artist building?
Tourist spot in this new building.
It doesn't exist yet?
It doesn't exist yet.
No, I know. So we're kind of adding the crackers with the champagne and cheese.
Okay, with the champagne and caviar. Okay.
The caviar.
Okay.
You know, and maybe this would be something where young people could work.
Okay. I think I love that, but I think I even love it better in a, put it this way, that theater, we've been hoping and dreaming and wishing on that for years already. And even if they started today, it still would be years before it goes up. For tourism though, we have things and places. For instance, the same park you were talking about, they have like a kiosk in the park.
There's a kiosk there.
How come we can't activate that
You're right.
to be you know what I mean? How come that can't be sort of the base for sort of a maybe a welcome, but maybe even like an actor guided Billie Holiday showing you through Harlem or something like that. Now this is the thing where we have to be careful and we have to remember, I guess, is the community board. We can't start that organization. We can write you a resolution that'll support you in starting it. We can put in this expense request for an organization that will help our youth and our local artists to activate and bring this tourism piece, this Harlem as a destination piece to life. And we can do that through the community board and ask for an expense line from the city to support that. So I like that. And I think that we should think about that. And I guess it's kind of putting both of you all's ideas together. But I would love to think about it, like I said, as like these kiosks. We got all these kiosks that now they are either, sometimes people breaking in them and selling illicit substances from them. Sometimes they're just sitting empty. What can we do? How can we use our creativity to bring those to life? And I think that's one of the things. And it's already there. We don't have to build anything or wait until they put up a building.
Question.
Yes.
So I'm curious in terms of what kind of alliance and relationship exists with those well-established arts and culture groups.
Such
i.e.
as?
Harlem Arts Alliance, Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all anticipate working collectively together?
We work with all of them.
Kind of sharing ideas. I know that, now they have this big monthly meeting. Harlem Arts Alliance has their big monthly meeting over at Harlem School of the Arts, where everybody comes together.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, are folks competing for the same piece of the pie, or is there some effort to try to work together with some of the ideas that you all are trying to generate for CB9, right? Because they've been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean they've got everything nailed down, right? Because they don't. But they obviously have a lot of experience and know-how trying to put stuff together or knowing how to ask, the community board, for funding and resources.
This is going to the city.
Right.
This is what we're saying. This is what community board 9.
Right. No, I understand. I understand the process very well because I've been involved with it for a while. So but I'm just wondering.
Yeah, to your question, we have, and things have been a little bit disjointed today because of all of our excitement with the internet. But when we were going through earlier, we were going through our subcommittees. We actually have subcommittees to each of the arts alliances. At NOMA, Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance, Martin Collins was here. We ran out of time, and I know he has things that he has to do, but he's here every month. He has a standing line where he gives us an update. We work collaboratively with him. We work collaboratively with West Harlem Arts Alliance. Generally, Michael is usually here. He couldn't make it tonight. But he's usually here in the meeting with us. And Harlem Arts Alliance, we do have a subcommittee. I'm the liaison to that, and I do work collaboratively with Boza, and who is very generous with his time and resources and information.
Yeah, I have an idea. I was thinking like it kind of combines what was already said, but maybe thinking along the lines of funding arts and technology programming.
Ooh.
So artists working in the intersection of technology.
Ooh.
And I think the importance is because usually when it comes to communities of color,
yes,
we're deeply behind when it comes to technology. In the way that we're anticipating AI and all of these other emerging technologies to really transform the world in the next few years. It will be helpful to have programs, that could get people up to speed, especially this community, and be ahead and be in the conversations with technology instead of being reactive. Yeah.
I have chills right now.
And yeah, I have to.
I'm serious. I have to know. I don't even, if having chills is wrong, I don't want to be right. Absolutely.
That's going to be part of what I want to do with technology, working with City College and working with Columbia, create programs and have discussions around STEM, around the arts. I absolutely also want to do senior writing programs and storytelling. Also, same thing, focus on youth as well too, storytelling and writing programs. There really will be for everybody, but I want to focus on seniors and youth. Youth are just sort of developing their voices, so programs that help them, with their writing, help them express themselves storytelling wise, as young people starting to develop their voices. And on older folks, because those are often folks who maybe haven't had time to do that for work or taking care of family, but now that maybe their kids are older and they have more free time, they may have a memoir or a novel or a book.
There's a term that we used a long time ago in the industry called reimagining. So for older adults, a lot of older adults, left a lot of stuff on the table.
Exactly.
Because they had to work, they had children,
exactly.
And a lot of them love to write.
Exactly.
They love to sing. Many of them were, fantasized about being dancers, but they could never follow through on a lot of that.
Exactly.
So there's a whole thing about reimagining one's life.
Exactly.
As
That's what I
you
want to
get
focus
older,
on.
to kind of pick up those things that you left on the table.
Exactly.
30 years ago.
Exactly.
And there are a lot of folks out there like that. Trust me.
And the store also is a great third place. The psychologist put a third place, a place other than work or home.
So,
where the community can gather.
how do we, for the arts and tech, y'all.
How do we
embellish
it?
How do we, what is our, because I do think that, to John's point, that arts and technology does cover arts with AI, of course, but it also does cover like a storytelling piece and writing and all of those things. So I guess this would be an expense request. But what are we going to ask them to fund? Programming for accessibility.
Because on the pro end AI and all these things, you do have increased accessibility.
Yes.
But one thing to be conscious of is that current discourse, especially within the arts community.
We have 3 minutes, so we have to wind it up.
Oh, we gotta wrap it up? Okay.
It seems like it will be part of strategic planning too. And
What?
the arts and techs and making sure Columbia, with whatever money is still left in this whole community benefits agreement.
That's separate from this. This is, that's absolutely yes, but what this is us asking for things that we would like to see and that we are asking the city to fund in our community. I don't care if somebody else is already doing it. I don't care if somebody else is gonna give us money. We're still gonna ask the city for it too. So, and you go get it, listen, you go get it from the CBA, but in the meantime, we're gonna do this. I would love to continue this conversation. What I would like to do is, I'm gonna put one of these up. If y'all would put put your email addresses, you wanna what?
You want me to write something up?
I would love it, but what I would love to do is if y'all would, anybody who wants to sort of continue this conversation like via an email thread, please put your name on this list, because I would love to, I'd love to keep kicking this around. And
Other meetings.
no idea.
It'll be in the
No
email.
idea, yeah.
I'll
find out, yes.
One more just to vocalize real quick.
Yes.
As it deals with landmarks to the amphitheater at Riverbank State Park. I believe it's still closed because they still have a bunch of other renovations they still have to do that they don't have money for. So I think
The
they have to
amphitheater, and that's somebody else we can partner with as well. I love that. So let's talk about that as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have, it's 8:29, and we have to, ladies and gentlemen, if you can just give me one more moment of your time. We have to draw this meeting to a close. Anyone online who would like to be in this discussion, please put your email, even if you already put it in, please put, what should you put? Put district needs and then put your name and email address in the chat, and I'll get it out of there and I will add you to the email thread so that we can discuss this all offline together and get an amazing district needs request out this time. Yes.
So the city, who's the city person that is directly,
It's the whole city. It's every agency. It's all the agencies in the whole city, like literally, yes, yeah. So it's 8:31 and they are requesting us to end the meeting. So is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second? Tina? Oh, second, Christina. Yes. So moved by Alana, seconded by Christina. 8:31, we are adjourned. Thank you all. Please, anybody that wants to be a part of the email thread, so sorry for all the choppiness with the internet, but we got it done and so glad to see you all. Thank you, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Oh, that's incredible.
And in terms of like, in terms of the deadline to submit this.
Sorry?
In terms of the deadline to submit.
I'll find, it's a pretty quick turnaround. It's gonna be within October.
So that's why we gotta kind of get the conversation going. We only have one meeting a month, and the next one won't be till the first week in November. So we want to have, you know,
So a part of my former job, we actually launched the arts and technology program.
Really? Is it here in the city?
Yeah.